Hello my friends, welcome to this week's Kids Church at Home. Well, we are still continuing through the season of creation, and this week's theme is all about mountains and earth and getting creative. Before we get into our theme though, our special shout out this week goes to Abigail, Ivy, and Molly. Thanks for joining us when you can. Well, I have a question. Do you ever go outside and just look up at the clouds? Or up at the tops of the trees? Do you know that scientists have researched that when we look up at the sky, up at the tops of mountains, up at the tops of tall trees, we lift our mood, we begin to feel better. How curious! So today's scripture from Isaiah is all about looking up and seeing God's amazing creation and beauty all around us. And I wonder if we can try something. While you listen to our scripture today, go find a place where you can look up. Maybe you're looking up out the window at the clouds. Maybe you can even take it outside and look at the clouds. Maybe you can just look up at your ceiling and wonder about your ceiling while you listen to these words. This story is called Mountaintop View, and it's from the book of Isaiah. And it invites you to imagine. So as you look up at your sky, the trees, the ceiling, imagine along with the people in this story. The story goes like this. Long, long ago, the prophet Isaiah knew that people were sad and they were worried. "Come," said Isaiah, "I have some good news. God has a wonderful dream for us." The people looked at each other. What does this mean, they wondered. Can our sadness really turn into happiness? "Yes," said Isaiah. "Someday people will stop hurting each other. Someday everyone will have a warm, dry place to sleep. Someday every person, every creature will have enough food to eat. Someday no one will be lonely anymore. Someday there will be no more sickness. Someday everyone will live in peace. All people, all animals, even wolves and lambs and lions and oxen. This is my holy mountain. This is my holy dream. Here no one will know hurt or destruction. Here all life will know love," says God. God's dream was for a world of love. Well, I wonder, as you watched the clouds or the trees or imagined as you looked up at the ceiling, what did that world look like for you? How did you feel after imagining this world that God dreams of? Is it possible? If that world were to exist tomorrow, if you woke up tomorrow and God's dream of the world existed, what would be the first thing that you would do? What would be the next thing that you would do? And what would be the thing you would do after that? Now, when you wake up tomorrow, even if not all of God's dream has come to existence yet, can you do one of those things that you would do if it was perfect? How would your day start if you could start your day imagining and knowing that God's love was alive and existing and filling this world. What if we were to start each day as though, in fact, it was the perfect day? Let's keep exploring with our imagination, shall we? We've heard about what maybe God's dream is for the perfect world. And it reminds me of a speech by Martin Luther King Jr., the I Have a Dream speech, which also talks about his dream for a beautiful world of peace. So what is your dream? Let's go on this journey of imagination together. I have a piece of paper, and I've written the words "I dream" on my piece of paper. And now I'm going to brainstorm. I'm going to let my brain give me all kinds of ideas about what would make the world perfect in my view. Now I'm going to use some words and some pictures. You can use what you are comfortable with. And let's fill this page with our dream for the perfect world. Let's dream together. Well, I filled up my page pretty fast. I've got lots of things here. I've got clean water and sunshine and smiling faces and friendship and peace. These are my trees and an animal for nature to return and be able to live safely. And my whole earth is a heart. And I've got a windmill here to think about how we can be more clean and caring of the earth. I guess I didn't really get into imagining what are some inventions or things we could come up with that would make the world a better or a cleaner, a happier place. I wonder what you came up with. What are some of your dreams to make this world so much better? Do you have any inventions that would help to make the earth healthier? Do you have any ideas that would help people to get along better? Do you have any ideas of how to set up your community around you so that you can build more friendships or the community can work better together? It's all of these ideas, these times when we take to imagine how the world could be better. If we don't stop to imagine, we'll never come up with the ideas to make it better. In that imagining, you are opening your heart for God to speak to you. So take time today and imagine with a piece of paper, in a conversation with somebody, or while you're just staring up at the clouds. Imagine, what would it take to make this world a better place? And know that in your ideas, God is speaking to you. And as you work on those ideas and you share those ideas and you take little steps here and there to make those ideas happen, God is with you in that process. May we see God's dream come alive in every step that we take every day together. Well, my friends, I hope that you have fun imagining today. I hope that you come up with wild and crazy ideas, because those ideas will be full of joy and life. And may we all find one or two things to do this week that help get us a little bit closer to God's dream of a world built on and run by love. As you go into your week, may you go with this blessing on your heart so that you may share the blessing with those around you. May there be love in your heart to give. May there be joy in your heart to share. And may there be strength in your heart to lift others up. See ya.